Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of, one that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Holiday magic is in the air, and DSW's got all the shoes to make your season extra merry. Believe, you've got parties to attend and lists to check twice, so DSW is taking care of the details, like gifts to make their eyes all aglow, styles that bring joy to your world, brands everyone wants, like UGG, Nike, Birkenstock, and more, and deals to make your budget bright. Find the perfect shoes for you and yours at a DSW store near you or dsw.com.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
With millions of books on Amazon, there's a reading feeling for everyone. For example, Juan's. As he drifts away to nirvana after only the first chapter, is different to Maya's. When she discovered the narrator was, in fact, the evil twin, which is also different to Noah's. Aww. Anytime the cute cyberpunk is mentioned, even though in reality he'd be totally out of his league. From to Aww. Amazon Books. That reading feeling awaits.
Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about women who found themselves at the center of controversy, whether deserved or not. You may have seen her book on a library shelf or passed around school hallways. In hushed whispers, teens shared stories from the real diary of an anonymous girl's descent into addiction. But this diary is a complete fabrication, and the first of many in a long line of fictional diaries by troubled teens, written by the serial con artist, Beatrice Sparks. Beatrice Sparks was born on January 15, 1917, in a mining town in Idaho. Her parents moved the family to Utah before divorcing, leaving Beatrice's mother alone to support the children. Beatrice dropped out of high school to join her mother in the workforce, but eventually left Utah for sunny California. While working in California, Beatrice met Lavorne Sparks, a Mormon entrepreneur from Texas. The two married, and thanks to some prosperous oil investments, became very wealthy. Though Beatrice was now the housewife to a rich man, she wanted a career of her own. She started publishing her poetry and writing in advice columns, but received little recognition for her work. After Beatrice's son started college at Brigham Young University, the Sparks family relocated to Provo, Utah. Beatrice and her husband became active members of their Mormon church and community. She even contributed to the church's newsletters and other publications. Then came Beatrice's first foray into a scheme, albeit indirectly. Beatrice was hired to write educational scripts to be recorded onto vinyl by low-level celebrities. Those records were then sold as sets in a multi-level marketing scheme. The job didn't last long, but it got Beatrice in close contact with television host Art Linkletter. Linkletter was a big name in family TV with a lot of pull. Beatrice tried to use their working relationship to her advantage. But it wasn't until Linkletter suffered a family tragedy that he called on her. Linkletter's daughter died by suicide, and he became convinced that LSD played a role in her death. He became a steadfast voice in President Nixon's campaign against drugs. The public attention on psychedelics, paired with Linkletter's grieving, inspired Beatrice to pitch a manuscript she was working on. According to Beatrice, she'd been volunteering at a local hospital and had befriended a young girl struggling with addiction. After the girl died suddenly, she said, Beatrice somehow got a hold of the girl's diary and edited it down. Linkletter helped Beatrice get it published. Buried Alive, the diary of an anonymous teenager, told the story of a troubled teen who dove into the underworld of drug addiction after drinking a soda spiked with LSD. Beatrice hoped to see her name on the book's cover, but the publishing house had questions. How did Beatrice get a hold of the diary? Who was the unnamed narrator? And what were Beatrice's qualifications? The book's editor felt putting Beatrice's name on the book was risky. Instead, they published the book anonymously and renamed it Go Ask Alice. The book became a bestseller, spawning a TV movie starring William Shatner in 1973. While teens loved the book, parents were not fans. The depictions of sex, drugs, and addiction in Go Ask Alice made it one of the most widely banned books of the decade, which only made it more sought after. Beatrice was sitting on a gold mine, but most people didn't know she was behind one of the market's most popular books. Beatrice started doing press, claiming she edited Go Ask Alice. When a grieving Utah mother read that Beatrice Sparks was behind the acclaimed diary, she called Beatrice in hopes she would do the same for her son's journal. Her son, Alden Barrett, had struggled with depression and found himself at odds with his conservative Mormon community. He, like the protagonist in Beatrice's book, had also abused drugs and run away from home. When his girlfriend's parents discovered his past, they forced her to break up with him. Alden, distraught, ended his life soon after. Beatrice took the boy's journal and published her own version of it in 1978. But Jay's journal, as Beatrice's book was titled, was nothing like Alden's real life. Jay's story was about a boy deeply involved in devil worship and animal sacrifice. Beatrice had taken just a few details from Alden's diary and fabricated a world of satanic panic around it. Alden's family was never told when the diary would be published. Instead, they found the book on shelves. To make matters worse, people picked up on the details Beatrice had kept in the book, discovered Alden's identity, and harassed his family. Jay's journal was just one piece of literature that contributed to conspiracy theories of cults and satanic worship in America. Beatrice's writing was part of a larger moral panic that sought to blame youth depression, drug use, and sexual activity to boogeymen, like satanic cults. Beatrice continued to publish so-called real diaries throughout her career, touching on relevant subjects of the time like eating disorders, abuse, and AIDS. Go Ask Alice remained her most famous work, never going out of print, with nearly 5 million copies sold. Beatrice Sparks died in 2012. She was 95 years old. After her death, investigations into the veracity of her work picked up steam. A 2022 book, Unmask Alice, LSD, Satanic Panic, and the Imposter Behind the World's Most Notorious Diaries, takes a deeper look into Beatrice's life and works, uncovering her hoaxes and complicated history. All month, we're talking about women of controversy. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids instantly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Sign up for Greenlight today at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com and grab your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Life is an act of constant reinvention. That's true for you and for cars. Nissan reimagined the all-new Kicks around you. The Bose Personal Plus sound system with speakers in the headrests keep you in the groove, while the Nissan Safety Shield 360 technologies keep you safe. If Nissan reinvented the Kicks, you can reinvent yourself. Drive the all-new reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation. Nissan Safety Shield technologies can't prevent all collisions or warn in all situations. See Owner's Manual for important safety information.